Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. If you've been here before, a very big welcome back. If you're new here, a very big welcome to you. So, not really a gameplay video today. I woke up feeling like crap. Because, life. And you can hear I got a little bit of a sniffle. But anyway, we're going to talk about the Vegas Formula One. Looking online, there is mixed feelings going on right now. Basically, I know that the locals are not happy. I know that a lot of locals aren't happy, and from what I've been reading on, well, some of the news sites and some of the forums and that, the crowd isn't going to be there. Now, I mean, Formula One is big, Europe, Australia, Japan, everywhere like that. But I understand American NASCAR. So, although Formula One is getting a following, maybe it wasn't time for 3 US Grand Prix. I think that could be one of the big issues here, is that they've just overloaded the market, and they picked what is probably one of the most expensive areas for people to go. And you know, all those hotels and everything are just gouging the hell out of everyone they can. I mean, I would if I had a hotel there. I would be gouging the hell out of people. But, and I'm wondering if maybe, like, when they had their last Vegas Grand Prix, it really didn't do well, and it didn't do well for a reason. And it didn't do well for a reason, from what I've read.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
From what I've read, not 100% sure, but from what I've read, it had a lot more to do with the track and the absolute shit show of the track that they had, as opposed... Ooh, sorry. I just had a bagel, and it is repeating. But it was more to do with the track that they had and stuff like that, as opposed to, say, the hotels and that. And the whole thing for it is more so... Like, the casinos like it because the casinos think they're going to make a ton of money, but at the same time, Formula One is going to fleece the hell out of people as well. So, why I would like to see Vegas do well, just because I'm a Formula One fan, and I would like to see Vegas do well, I have a weird feeling that Vegas isn't going to be the race that they want it to be. Now, I haven't really had a look at the track layout yet. I'm hoping it's a fast track, but at the same time, it's a street circuit, so it's going to be limited. I mean, you look at Singapore, and what's the other one there? Up in Armenia or whatever it is. Oh, jeez, I forget the name of it now. Just give me a second. I'm being very amateurish today. Anyway, you look at the street circuits. And street circuits, Azerbaijan. That's it. Oh, the Armenians are gonna hate me. Anyway, you look at those tracks, like, they're fast. They're really, really windy. And they're really narrow. I do think that could be a bit of an issue, especially if they keep pushing it that way.
Let's get some better minions in here.
Where are we going here? Narrow tracks I think do have a bit of an issue. That's just me personally, because I do like the tracks like Silverstone and even the Canadian Grand Prix at Cirque du Villeneuve. I like the ones that are purpose built. I'm not a big road circuit or a city circuit fan. I mean, I like Singapore a bit. Azerbaijan I don't really like. But, I mean, and this is where we get into the issues. Plus, you got to look at the fact, like, I mean, it doesn't bother me because, I mean, it is a Saturday night when it's going to be done because they've got to have it like at a decent time for Europe. I do understand that. And I mean, I'm going to be staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning to watch the race anyway because I have no life. And Formula One is life. So for me, that doesn't bother me, but I do think that a lot of the... Well, looking back, like, I mean, I made a video about this a while ago. And now I've talked to a couple of people that have started to get into Formula One in America and that. And a lot of them are going to be skipping it because of the time. I mean, West Coast is fine. Even Central is fine. But Eastern, like, I live in Atlantic time, so I'm Eastern +1. And... oh, I need to sneeze. So anyway, so I'm Eastern +1. Which... oh, I picked the wrong one. Which makes it a little iffier for people here to watch it. And I know I'm just rambling right now. I have a tendency to ramble when I don't feel well. But the people that I've talked to that have, as I said, the people I've talked to that have started to enjoy it, a lot of them are basically just like, no, I'm not going to watch it. I can get that. And that's mostly, as I said, because of the time change. I don't have any demons. Which is going to hurt a little bit. I mean, you're still going to have all the people that... I'll throw that on there. You're still going to have all the people that will stay up. People like me that will do it for the racing. And are used to being up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to watch the races. But as somebody just coming into it, I don't think it's going to be the spectacle that Formula One wants it to be anymore. And as a result, I think this is going to be a failure because you look at the news and that, and there's a whole bunch of them like, oh, ticket prices have crashed. And why have ticket prices crashed? Because they aren't selling. I think personally, if Formula One gets a really, really good crowd, I mean, it's Vegas. There's going to be like a ton of people there anyway.
You're good at this.
But if Formula One gets a really, really good crowd, they might just stick around. But at the same time, I mean, if they lose too much money, then it's going to basically come down to, is it worth it in the end, sort of thing. And unless they can make a profit, seeing that all the previous ones, they didn't really make a profit. Yeah, we'll do that. And what does a trade? What does a... I wonder if it's going to show me the layout on here. Oh, there it is. Whee! So this is the tryout. This is not the tryout. This is the layout. If the Formula One site decides to work. So it does look like there's a couple of decent streets. I think this area here is going to be pretty slow. That area is going to be slow because it's a hairpin.
You're doing great.
But if they can go flat out through these streets and it not be too narrow, then I think it will be good. But you never know. See all my little tabs open. And I think, as I said, this has just been a ramble, and I do apologize. I had planned to have a gaming video up this morning, but if you don't feel good, you don't feel good. I'm just trying to get enough coffee in me to wake up for work, to tell you the truth. I don't think there's enough coffee in the world right now to wake up. But anyway, so thank you for stopping by and listening to me ramble. I do hope that this works out. As I said, looking back, I do think that they may have overplayed things a little bit with the triple US Grand Prix. I do think that they could have maybe either done more in Europe or maybe even more in Arabia. But at the same time, with all the crap going on in Arabia right now, I can say, well, that could be an issue. I do know that they did have to fill in for Russia, and they're trying to fill out, but are they getting too many races in? I mean, it's getting to the point where, what is there now? There's like 3 triple header weekends, I think. There's one in Europe, there's one in the States, or the one in North America, the one in Europe. I think there's one in Arabia too, isn't there? 1, 2, nope. Nope. Nope.
I think
Yeah, because
you
there's one
can
in
win
Europe,
this
Italy,
thing.
Monaco, Spain. And then there's Canada, Austria. No, there's 2 week gap there. There's 2 week gap there. Month there. Anyway, so basically you gotta look at it as they may have overplayed themselves, and this one may lose money. As I said, though, I do hope it works out. I do hope that they can get their shit worked out, and I do hope that all the casinos and that make the money that they're expecting. And yes, I did go from a coffee cup to a Tim's cup. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. This has been a Rant and a Ramble. Have a good one.